Hello guys, and today I'm going to show you how to improve GPU performance for free. Technically, if you don't have a GPU, you obviously can't improve it. You just have to buy a GPU. But now, what you can do is, the first thing that you can do is overclock it. You can either get EVGA Precision X1, that is an overclocking software from EVGA. There is also MSI Afterburner, you can overclock it from there. I will probably make a overclocking tutorial later. So yeah, but the second thing you can do is go into the Nvidia control panel. From the Nvidia control panel, what you can do is just copy my settings, or just DSR factors. I just lift it to 1.78 times. That's 1.78 times my resolution right now. Full HD is 2560 times 1440. That's 2K technically. I left it at that just to benchmark it. Just to see how it performs on 1440p. Okay, so image sharpening, I put that off because I don't really use it, and I don't really like it either. Ambient occlusion, I put that to off. Anisotropic filtering, I put that to application controlled. So what that means is that when you go into a game or any application that involves anisotropic filtering, you can just control it from the app. You don't go here and just turn it to off high or something like that, you know? So anti-aliasing, FXAA off, anti-aliasing gamma correction, put that to on, anti-aliasing mode, application controlled, so it's the same. Anti-aliasing transparency, I put that to off. Background application max frame rate, so just put that to off because you want to have the max frame rate in whatever application. CUDA GPUs, it doesn't really matter if you have one GPU. If you have one GPU, you can just switch it to your actual one GPU, you know? Because if you have one GPU, it doesn't really matter. For example, if you have two GPUs, you can set it to one of the GPUs or both. Or if you have three, the same thing. DSR factors and DSR smoothness, you won't really use these, but I'm just using it because I want to see how it performs at 1440p. Low latency mode, I don't know why I have that one off. Turn this to ultra, just so you have the lowest latency. Max frame rate, as I said, in every game you want max frame rate, no limits, just leave that to off. Monitor technology, if you have G-Sync, you will probably see this. Maybe if you don't have G-Sync, you won't see this. But yeah, multi-frame sampled AA, turn that to off. Then OpenGL rendering GPU, just leave that to auto select, because if you've got one GPU, you can only select that one. Power management mode, I switched it to prefer maximum performance. Optimal power, and adaptive power. For example, if you put it to prefer maximum performance, it will consume more power, but you will get the max power out of your graphics card. So preferred refresh rate, highest available, because you want the highest refresh rate from your monitor. Shader cache, you put that to on. Texture filtering, anisotropic sample optimization, I left that to off. Texture filtering, negative LOD bias, put that to allow. Texture filtering quality, turn that to high performance, just so you can have the highest performance. Because if you set that to quality, you won't really see much difference. So yeah. Texture filtering, trilinear optimization off, threaded optimization on, triple buffering off, vertical synchronization, use the 3D application setting. So let's, for example, if you have a 120 Hz monitor and you get more than 120 FPS, so like 150, you can turn on vertical synchronization. But if you have this to off, then it won't turn on. If you have this to on, it will just keep it on at all times. So you just want to control it from the game, you know. So yeah, virtual reality pre-rendered frames, one and virtual reality variable rate super sampling. Um, yeah, that's kind of it. And also, if you get more FPS in your hertz, then you will also see screen tears, which is I don't really like in my opinion. Just go over here and just use my preference emphasizing. Let the 3D app use the advanced 3D image settings. Put it to that. Okay, and as you can see, it's already over here. Everything's set. So yeah, I think that's everything. Um, Also, if you, I think image sharpening is just for if you have like a lower end GPU, then you can set it to like, instead of playing at 1080p, you can set it to 720p and then just turn the sharpening on, which is technically like a type of DLSS. But yeah, that's what I tried to do. Um, but it looked kind of bad, so I didn't really like it. So I just kept playing at 1080p. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video and hope you guys found it useful. See you in the next video.